Butterfly, fly here with me.
Welcome back to my summer house. I'm out having another cup of tea, as I like to do out here. I've had a morning where I've done a few videos, but it's been something I've been wanting to do today. I need to do today, which is give something away. And I've been talking about songs and the hope that songs bring me as an individual, and you know how like every song contains whispers of hope. Sometimes they're shouting out hope, and you know, I've got a song that I wrote a while ago called Silent Hero, and it's about, you know, those occasions where there just appears to be absolutely no one there. It feels like you are completely alone, yet even in those places there's a silent whisper of hope. And you know, these kind of things, these moments in life, are often then put into songs by people who like writing songs or poems, maybe. These things are real for me, and in a very difficult time where somebody's promises were letting me down a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot. It was really straining my sense of hope. And in a moment, you know, I bought a silly little ring for about 10 quid. And the ring was to promise myself. You know, I couldn't rely on other people's promises, but I knew God still cared about me and had a plan for me. That's my worldview. It's not the same for everybody, but that's just who I am as a person. And you know, I made a promise to myself to not give up, and the things I was hoping for, all the, I guess, emotional or relational battles that I was going through and hoping for, you know, they didn't come through as I hoped. But actually, the thing about hope is it keeps you going, even if the war seems lost, or the battle, or the thing you were trying to hold on to was a losing battle. Actually, the hope kept me alive, kept my value alive, kept my hope or my sense of something better coming alive. And so sometimes the actual battle we face in hard times is not necessarily about keeping relationships with other people in a certain situation we've had. Sometimes the greater battle is about keeping ourselves. Because when people are unkind or don't treat us as we should all deserve, it can leave us feeling less valued and leave us feeling hurt and wounded. And it's very easy in those moments to turn dark side, to give up on caring, giving up on being kind, particularly when in a relationship you've invested so much care, so much best as you can possibly do to fulfill your side of the relationship. But sometimes it's just not enough. Jesus the story is he was the perfect expression of love, yet even he was not able to guarantee the winning over of everyone's hearts. In fact, he was rejected completely, according to the story, which tells us we can be absolutely perfect in love and still be rejected. We can be the best, even God himself, and still not be accepted. And sometimes that's a hard thing for us. And at that moment, we could turn around. Jesus on that cross could have, if the story's right and he was God, he could have just gone, I guess, if he was the creator of heaven and earth or something to do with that. There was a lot of power available potentially. Yet, in that moment of utter loneliness, rejection, he chose to do something. He took all of that, who he was, and said, I forgive. And it was, definitely I forgive everything. Forever. It was a absolute forgiveness. Not like a forgiveness and I'll think about it again later. It is literally written and the story is shown and recorded as it was complete forgiveness. Complete letting go. Letting other people be free even to reject the best deal of love. And that's that for me is quite amazing. And so when we have these times where we feel rejected, actually for me that shows me the path to freedom, the path to new life, because the story is Jesus came back to life. It's all debatable, people will want to critique that and do all that kind of stuff, but the idea is amazing, that the route to true freedom is not through revenge or staking our claim of power or authority. It's just to love. To be prepared to forgive. Forgive everybody that does wrong to us. And, that sets us free and enables us to keep on going even when our heart has just died. And so many songs, and not just Christian songs, many songs of all cultures, but obviously pop culture is a predominant culture at the moment. But you look in classical music, you look in hymns, you look in lots of all songs contain hope. Hope for something better, hope for life, to keep going even when it seems lost. And this jar of hope was about living no matter what, and I'm able to do that. This isn't magic, it isn't like a genie, a bottle, but it's the idea, it's the thought that whatever happens, even if it feels like something's just died, a dream, a hope, or something you wanted that can't be as you wanted it to be, you can still have hope no matter what. And now sometimes we can cling on for dear life to our hope because we don't let it go. But sometimes maybe the best thing to do with our hope is to give it away. Because if you give it to somebody away that you can trust to look after it, One, it gives them hope if they ever run out, because they can use your bit of hope. In this case, it was my last bit of hope for the moment I made it. You know, when it seemed like the battle was lost, I stuck the ring in this jar. To remind me there's always hope. And it's always available for me to look at. The idea of hope. And, you know, since I started this music project, you know, I felt quite like I was supposed to be giving this away. And to give somebody else hope. And at the same time, you know, trust in life that that person can keep my hope as an inspiration for them. And yet I know I'll never run out of hope, because my last bit of hope, if this was my last bit of hope, represented, is safe in the hands of somebody else who can look after it for a while. And actually, you know, because of this moment of hope and the journey I went through with this, and now singing all these songs and working my way through emotions and doing all the things I've got to do as a human to work out life and find something new for the journey ahead, I've now got loads of hope. Lots to give away, lots to sing about and to put into my songs or my singing. So, as well as giving this away to someone I think is good, I'm going to be giving out loads of jars of hope. You know, I want to give a jar of hope to everyone that invests in the heart of music and helping young people and inspiring music. And so I'm going to do something cool, something that's going to, I hope, give away hope in a time when I should be laying on the floor feeling like I've lost my life. It was all dead because somebody let me down. But yet, by forgiving, by learning to still love, even after the break of heart, hope and love and care and kindness are still the way to go. And so I'm going to be sending a jar of hope to every head of music in the secondary schools around where I am, and I hope that it's going to encourage them. They may think it's just crazy, another end of year gift to them from some student or support staff, but I'm going to send it. I'm not going to necessarily tag my name to it. It will just be jars of hope, because I don't want any credit for it. I just want to give hope and trust that my inspirations in life that have come through music and through the journey and the natural course of my life will be an inspiration in their lives, in their stories. You know, some of these musicians who are really, really good and can really land songs, yet are unknown, working in schools, encouraging younger people to aspire into music. And every single musician you see on a TV or on a CD or on a streaming has probably had somebody draw alongside them to encourage them in music, and school is a big part of that. You know, often when we're going through school as a young person, we don't really see the whole deal when we go to school, and we see a lot of the hard work, a lot of the stress, a lot of the social difficulties maybe, or struggles. Sometimes don't appreciate the doors that school make, the doors that are open for us of potential, and whether that's literally going through qualifications into doors or whether it's just giving us ideas that later on in life we might click into. And, you know, and music is something that was important to me. And I didn't study music, believe it or not. but it's important because it still was an idea in my head. I could study music. I could look at it. Now the reason why I didn't was because somebody said I probably shouldn't be a songwriter. I said to the career lady I wanted to be a songwriter, like Noel Gallagher. And she at the time said, well, that's not very practical, you need a practical job. And I said, well, you know, Noel Gallagher earned like over £1 million last year. I think that's pretty practical. But anyway, she didn't buy that and said, basically, work hard in your English and your maths and go to college. So I went to college to study as an electrician. It didn't work out. But I did learn some stuff. It is helpful for DIY around the house. But, you know, actually, if I could go back to school, I think I would definitely have done music. And if I'd had somebody there at the right time to say, do music, if you're inspired to write songs, it could have given me a far different journey. But hey, that's life. And maybe I'm also here to say, look, even if you haven't been to the school of music, it's never too late to find a heart for song and discover new things there. But anyway, so my jar of hope that I've had it for a while is being given away, and I'm going to make some more jars of hope, and I hope that it will encourage and be a thank you to every head of music in the place I live who inspire young people to sing and be into music, because I'm sure and I hope that young people in schools will find the same thing that I found, this hope in song, this hope and this therapeutic element in our world that enables us to keep going even in the hardest of days. And sometimes the hardest of days can be the very thing that makes a song of hope. One full of heart, one full of sincerity, one full of the capacity to change the whole world, even if that's the whole world for one person. But yet, it could be for the whole world to change, to end slavery, to be more kind, to hope for a better way going forward, to challenge status quos in a way that's going to help change, that's going to help people change in heart. Because sometimes it's hard to change people from the outside, and everyone needs a change of heart. You know, there's a lot of selfish wanting to grab, and sometimes we just need to let go, be selfless, and learn to care for other people. If people disagree with us or don't understand where we're coming from, I think we have more chance of getting them to listen if we're caring and loving. And actually, it's probably the better way, because if someone changes their heart or changes their opinion genuinely from their own thought processes, they're going to be changed. Whereas if they're forced to change without any of their own will involved, then actually you're not changing their heart, and actually they're either going to still think those things in quiet, or they're going to rise up with their own potential to enforce their ideas. But all that stuff is taken away when we listen and we're kind and caring and we have hope, and we give our hope away. We give our idea of something better coming hope it will inspire us to all be better. Brothers and sisters in a world that needs brothers and sisters. I can be a father to children that are not my own children. I can be kind to them. I can think of them, be thoughtful for them. I don't have to take them home necessarily. But there are a lot of children out there that do need foster carers and adopters. People who are going to be genuine. And man, it comes at a cost. And it will change you for life if you ever took that route. Because it's very hard a role to love people who are broken or have been hurt very badly as children. But love and loyalty and hope and patience and the choice to keep close and stay faithful to those children or to anyone we want to connect with, I think is a brilliant thing. And so in this moment where I feel quite tired, had a busy week, but yet this journey I'm on is inspiring a lot of hope for me, and I believe a really good day is coming ahead. And don't mean there's an end of challenge, there's always challenge, but there's a quiet confidence that things in life are about to change, and for good. And part of that is me giving away hope, and I just want to sing and enjoy the music while I walk this journey in life. But that's what I want to do. Give away my hope, and hope it inspires people. So this, all these videos and music, and even this one, it's not for the many, it's for the few. Even for one, even if that one's just me. Me being honest and open and caring for myself, in a way that helps me to care for others, and to think of others, and to listen to others, and give them hope, if I can. There we go. I'm going to finish my cup of tea. Start boxing this stuff up. Ready to go. To inspire all the people that give young people hope in music. See you later.
When you're all alone and no one is around, there's a voice in the shadow. When it's quiet and still and you can't hear a sound, there's a silent word spoken. When all hope is gone and life seems dead, there's a word of love. I am your hero, I will catch you when your world crumbles down. Seek and you'll find me, look and you'll see. You can put all your faith in me, 'cause I am your hero, I will love you every second of the day. I'll stand there beside you, hold you and guide you into everything that you do. I'm a silent hero, a silent hero. heart is broke, I'll be your heartbeat and vision. When you don't feel strong and need help to carry on, I'll be your strength and your courage. I'll make you happy from sad, make good come from bad, with my words of love. 'Cause I am your hero, I will catch you when your world crumbles down. Seek and you'll find me, look and you'll see. You can put all your faith in me. 'Cause I am your hero, I will love you every second of the day. I'll stand there beside you, hold you and guide you into everything that you do. I'm a silent hero, a silent hero. I'm your silent hero, a silent hero. 'Cause I am your hero, I will catch you when your world crumbles down. Seek and you'll find me, look and you'll see. You can put all your faith in me. 'Cause I am your hero, I will love you every second of the day. I'll stay there beside you, hold you and guide you into everything that you do. Silent hero, silent